Hi, everybody. Welcome to Reality Buzz TV, where we talk about all things reality TV shows and all things reality TV show stars. So let's talk a little bit more about Queen Nandi and the Rev, which is a reality show based on Queen Nandi and her family, their lives, their struggles, everything. Okay. Now, you guys, episode 5 of this season, we did see the pastor spending time with the kids. They're trying to clean the pool because they're living in this beautiful property and it has a pool. And I mean, I'm sure they're, thinking we might as well, the 3 months or the 2 months that we're here, we might as well clean this pool so that we are able to use it. Okay. Now, you guys, what I started noticing is that everybody, when they talk about the Reverend, Nandi's husband, they are referring to his drinking. Okay, Nandi has been complaining about his drinking. The uncle, Nandi's brother, mentioned his drinking. The kids, Liza, the firstborn, the twins, everybody, when they talk about the husband, they are referring to his drinking. But we don't see the pastor being drunk a lot on the show, and we don't see him drinking. I think it was like episode 2 where we saw him sitting outside drinking. But most of the time, we are not seeing any alcohol and we are not seeing him drunk. So it makes me feel like, you guys, he has this strategy where he is making sure that when they are shooting or when the crew is coming, he's not going to drink right there and there. So it makes it feel like, why is everybody fussing about the pastor's drinking? Because he must not drink that much if every time that they are shooting, he looks like he is sober. Okay, I do believe, you guys, that there is an issue with alcohol, especially because the kids have mentioned it. Liza has mentioned it. The twins have mentioned it. So I do believe that there is an issue with drinking. But I'm concerned about the fact that he is trying very hard to hide it from us viewers, because when they are shooting, he's making sure that he's not drinking, or at least he's not so drunk that we as the viewers are concerned. Okay. Now, you guys, we see him cleaning the pool with the kids, which obviously he didn't even know how to clean the pool. I was not understanding why doesn't he just read the instructions on the box, so that she knows what to do with it. Anyway, you guys, so they're cleaning the pool with the kids. And listen, I don't know, you guys, like, have you ever seen kids that live in a household where there is always uncertainty in terms of what's going to happen? Like, it's almost like the kids can't really just be free and be happy and be relaxed about it. Ngathi ingane zakhona, they're always waiting for something to happen. I feel like the twins are like that. It's like even when they're supposed, because that whole scene of them cleaning the pool, it was supposed to be a relaxing, fun situation with their father. But I just felt like there was weird energy about it. It's almost like maybe the twins are feeling like, yeah, he's sober now, but when is he gonna start? You understand what I'm saying? So I felt that when they were doing the pool situation, you guys. My favorite scene in episode 5 was when Liza was spending time with Auntie Nangamso, because I felt like she was more open with her in terms of how she is feeling. Also, I feel like, you guys, it's a good thing when you have kids where you can have somebody that you can trust and the kids can trust, to a point where when they can't talk to you about something, they can talk to that person. And you know that even if that person doesn't necessarily tell you what the kids say, but for sure that they are for your kids' best interest. So they will do their absolute best to help the kids. So I think it's a good situation that Unandi has with Usoso. They call her Usoso Nangamso, because then she knows that when the kids are not comfortable to come to her and talk to her, then they can talk to their aunt. Okay. Anyway, you guys, there were reports that after the whole them being kicked off the house, obviously the relationship between the two of them was shaken. Okay, so I do wonder, you guys, if she's still able to hang out with the kids. Now, you guys, Liza and Nangamso were supposed to bake. Okay, it's always weird, you guys, when like an adult says, "I'm not good in the kitchen," because I always wonder, like, what do you mean? Like, you can't even like make eggs and a sandwich. Udlali kwakho, so do you always get takeaways to eat? I don't know if Nangamso has a husband. Does that mean your husband is the one that cooks every day? Because she really looked like she has no idea what is what in the kitchen. Okay, I don't bake a lot, but I know that those measuring scoops thing, that those are for you to measure whatever you're using to bake. She looked like she did not know what is what in the kitchen. In fact, Liza, Nandi's firstborn, was the one that was telling her what to do. So they were supposed to bake, which I thought was going to be a nice activity. However, they were also having this serious conversation because Nangamso had spoken to Nandu. Nandi had expressed that she feels like the kids are going through it, and especially Liza being the firstborn, but she's concerned about the fact that Liza does not want to go to therapy. Okay. Now, here's the thing, you guys. I was thinking with Unandi and her husband not working, they probably cannot afford therapy because, guys, therapy is a bit expensive. Okay. So I thought they probably cannot afford therapy. But then I thought maybe the show was offering it. Okay, like they are maybe production was going to pay for therapy sessions, and then Liza was going to go to therapy as part of the show, because I was thinking, where are they going to get money? They don't even have money to pay for the hospital so that Unandi can give birth in a private hospital. So where would they get money to pay for the therapy sessions? So I thought maybe production offered therapy sessions. They were going to pay for it, but Liza was refusing to go, which really would make sense why Nandi would push for her to do it, because listen, if production is going to pay for it, you might as well go. So they were having that conversation because Nangamso was trying to see if maybe she can convince Liza to go to therapy, because she also feels like Liza needs therapy. Okay, Liza says that she does not like therapy. She does not, because if she goes to therapy, then she has to sit and talk about these issues, and she is now dwelling on them, and it's not like she can change them. The issues that she's talking about is her parents fighting all the time. They do have a strained relationship with her dad. I'm still trying to understand, you guys, because at some point I even thought that maybe Liza is not the Reverend's daughter, because the daughter said that the Reverend doesn't like her. But then I remembered that one of Nandi's pride over there on Facebook is about her having all of her kids by one man. So she must be the Reverend's daughter too. So I'm just wondering what causes the tension between the two of them. So they were talking about that, talking about the fact that the parents fight all the time. They have to deal with that. She says that now she's getting used to it. Nangamso is concerned because she's saying, listen, you are too young to even say the words you are used to your parents fighting, because that is going to affect you in the future. That is going to affect the way that you handle relationships. That is not something I want you to even say with your mouth. Okay, it does get emotional, you guys. I do feel like Liza could do with therapy, but as somebody that also doesn't like therapy, that did therapy once and felt like it didn't help me, I understand somebody that is like, listen, okay, it's just not for me. But I do hope that she gives it a try. At the end of the conversation, she did say that she is open to trying therapy. Like, let's go for one session and see if it helps you, see if it works for you, and especially if it's going to be paid for already, maybe just do it. Okay, so it was my favorite scene, that one, because at least I felt like Liza, even if she has something to talk about and she cannot talk to her mom, because sometimes we don't want to talk about, we don't want to talk to our moms, and our daughters don't want to talk to us, but they want to talk to somebody that they can trust. So it's a really good relationship that they have with Nangamso and Liza. Okay, then we also saw Unandi going but in thrifting with the kids, okay, going to these second-hand shops looking for stuff. Okay, remember, you guys, they moved into this beautiful home, and then when they went to fetch their stuff from the storage, most of the things were destroyed. It wasn't just furniture that was destroyed, it was furniture, it was clothes, so she's saying that they don't even have enough clothes, so they need to go and look for clothes, but they can't really afford to be buying clothes. Okay, so they're going to a thrift shop. Okay, but I got to know, but to know so is stolen. You understand? But take it back. Listen, you guys, I'm always jealous when some of my friends or people that I know will be showing me the things that they bought from Tunusa and from the thrift shops. Okay, but I struggle to do it because I cannot. There's this thing. When I think about buying from Tunusa, because I know it's clothes that have been used before, I don't know how to explain it. Okay, so I can never really do it. But it's not like I don't think the stuff is nice. Okay, I've seen really nice stuff. Just the thought that this thing was owned by somebody somewhere that I don't even know, it makes me just feel like, hey, I don't know if I can wear it. I'd rather go to Pep and get a t-shirt than get to Nusa for the t-shirts. You understand what I mean? And this will probably cost the same or less Katunusa, and Katunusa is probably nicer because sometimes it's like really good brand stuff. But I really cannot do Katunusa. It's something that I had to admit to myself recently. I was always telling my friend, no, my friend, when you go, you must tell me. I want to go look for the. But when I think about it, no. Even when I see something nice, I cannot do it. I cannot buy it. Okay. But they found a few things. I think they found like a dress for Liza. They found some books, and then she also found like a jewelry, something like things to decorate the house. Now, you guys, here's the thing. I don't know if it's really just because Unandi is Dilulu, like Dilulu, because I'm like, listen, you know that you're only in this house for like a few weeks. Why are you buying things to decorate the house? You don't have a house. Because after the show is done shooting, you're not going to stay at this house. So I was watching her picking up things to decorate the house. I'm like, why are you decorating the house when you are only going to be there for iskashanyana, esincane? So I don't know. I think sometimes I feel like Unandi ngathi ngaba weird because she lives in her own world, in her own little world. Because if I was living in a place, guys, for I can't remember what they said the lease was for, the period, okay? But let's say I'm living at a place for 3 months. And I know that in 3 months, I have to find another place for me and my kids to move to. And I don't have money. I haven't saved anything. So I don't have money for deposits. I don't have money for rent. I think that would give me anxiety. I wouldn't even be able to enjoy the place where I'm at, thinking about the fact that I soon have to move out of this house, but I don't have a deposit to pay. I don't have rent. I don't have nothing. Our clothes are soaked and smelly and whatever. Some of them we have to get rid of. What are we going to do? Okay. I wouldn't be able to relax enough to even buy stuff to decorate the house. Okay. Maybe really it is an indication that Nandi thought she was going to stay at that house for longer. Okay, because why are you decorating a house where you are going to be moving out soon? We're in episode 5. Maybe at best we have another 5 episodes and then you have to move out of the house. So why are you decorating it? So I did not understand that, you guys. Okay. Now, there is this whole thing where Nandi's husband was talking to an uncle and they had decided that with the problems that they have with Nandi, they are going to call a family meeting. I don't know if the issues are family meeting worthy. Like, if family meeting is a Wenzelani, when the issue is that your husband is not working, you need money for everything. You need money for school, you need money for food, you need money, but he's not working. He's just waiting for that one job at the church. Like, how is the family going to help? Even with the drinking, because obviously he has too much free time for him to be sitting and drinking and all of that. I don't know, you guys. But I guess we'll have to see how it does it go tonight. If we go to the family is coming tonight to see do they solve anything. But just like Unandi was saying, we've had these meetings many times. Okay, these people have been called many times discussing the same issues. What is going to be different this time that we are calling them? I feel the same, you guys. I feel like the issues that they are having are not the kind of issues that the family can just come and resolve. You understand? The problems that they have just need action from both parties, just them. Okay. Now, you guys, listen. There is a trailer, part of a trailer where Unandi is coming with arrives driving a car, and I'm wondering where that is coming because I thought it was going to be last week, but we haven't seen it. Comes with the car and nobody knows where the car is from. I haven't seen that. Did I miss it? Did I miss it? Because I wanted to know what's happening with the car. But when you watch Unadi from social media, she does have a car. You know, when she's going places with her kids, you can see that she does have a car that she's driving. I don't know if it's hers, but there is a car that Unandi is driving. And obviously, they no longer live in this house that they live in because they were kicked out. So I'm not sure where they are, whether they're in the Eastern Cape, maybe they went back home or what, but they are no longer at that house. Anyway, you guys, every time I talk about this show, I'm always going to say that I think that it really is a good show. It is worth watching. If you are frustrated watching the show, you are not frustrated because the show is bad. You are frustrated because you are watching these parents that are trying to parent their kids, but you just feel like sometimes they are not putting their kids first. Their kids' needs first. That's my frustration with the show. But it is never that the show is bad. I think the show is really, really good. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. That was what I wanted to talk about as far as episode 5 of Nandi and the Rev is concerned. Tonight we are getting episode 6 and I cannot wait for it. And also we are getting the reunion of the Muffs, okay? Married at First Sight, okay? They must just call it keep eating at first sight. It's just the couples that want to live together for a few weeks and then they go their separate ways because the nonsense that they gave us this week from Mavs. Anyway, thank you so much. Nginithanda kakhulu.